Oh, you can barely see me. You can barely see me. You can barely see me because I'm in Colorado. So it's super early here. Well, not super early, it's like 6 something. But anyway, so full moon in Pisces. Full moon in Pisces. So, oh, this is actually really nice for full moon in Pisces. This semi dark view, because of course we know Pisces is, one of those signs that's all about the depths and being at the depths and what's going on underneath, and hidden mysteries, hidden knowledge. So this is actually perfect lighting for full moon in Pisces. Howsoever, I don't know how long I am going to be able to hold this phone. But anyway, good morning. Good morning from Colorado. So, oh, there's a lamp on the bed. Wait a minute. How do you... Cute. 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 So obviously I'm still in bed, but I just felt like I need to really say this one time, and I'm not going to say it again. So y'all really need to stop asking healers for discounts and free shit. Like, happy Monday, happy full moon, happy we're out of Mars retrograde. Oh, happy. You know what? Mars went direct today. Mars goes direct today. So that might be too why I'm waking up with this what people might find spicy message. But as I look low-key disembodied with this sheet coming up to my neck. But anyway, stop asking us for free shit and discounts. Like, for me personally, I've been doing healing work for over 20 years, I would say. Really longer than that. Because which I didn't know, of course, at the time, because I was like young, but I definitely was providing intuitive services and things like that from a super young age. Because most of these things show up early for folks. And so, yeah, so I didn't know. It wasn't my profession. I was like 11 years old and like giving adults readings and things like that. But I was 11, right? So I didn't know what it was. But this is my actual job. Like, most people, once you get 20 years in the game of something, that means you have paid for stuff. That means I have paid for classes. I've paid for seminars. I have a complete library of metaphysical, spiritual books, tarot books. I have an extensive library of basically everything I'm interested in. I have provided lots of free services to people over the years, under the guise of friendship or conversation. Pay people what you owe. Stop asking healers for discounts. So, as I said in the description, not only, I'm not sure who that is because I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really see, but thank you for the heart. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I didn't get to where I am for free. I paid money to get this expertise. So when you come to me and you ask for a discount when already I'm not even charging what other people are charging, especially being a Black woman healer, and there's lots of people of color healers out here, you need to pay us what we're asking. You don't need to call us asking us for discounts. So now, if we offer a discount, so there's like like I do speaking engagements and things like that where I don't get paid. That is my choice. Like there are different things that I pick and choose because I don't go to church regularly anymore. So I set a certain amount of tithing that I will do throughout the year. So there are some things that I do for free, but I have services listed on my website that are already extremely reasonable. And when you call or you send me a text and you ask for a discount, my position has been for a long time that people pay for what they value. And unfortunately, because we're on social media and I see you going on trips, you need to pay me what you owe. Don't come back from a glorious Caribbean vacation and then ask me if you can get a reading from me for $65. Like, that's really mad disrespectful. And my position is people pay for what they owe. People don't go to, and so much of it is because people value the outer. People, what up, Julie McDonald? So much of it, I am like so crunk at 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, this is crazy. Like, clearly Mars went direct today. But people value the outside, right? People value the external. So because people in this society value the external, they'll pay $200 for a pair of shoes, or $300 to get a sew-in, or they'll pay however much, I don't know, to get their nails did, to get their acrylics and stuff like that, right? Because they're treating themselves, right? But that's also external. That's also the presentation that you're making to the world. But when it comes to actually paying for your health, for something that is actually edifying you and growing your life and nourishing you, which is the work that healers and energy workers actually do, then you come to us and you ask us for discounts? No. The same way you can go, you don't ask your hair person for a discount. Just because we're independent, we're working out of our house, or we're renting a studio, you need to think of us the same way you think about the Mac counter or Sephora or what's the massage envy. You don't go up in massage envy asking them for discounts. So why is it okay to come to us to ask us for discounts? If nobody has told you, let me be the first to tell you it's not okay. Okay? As I said earlier, we put so much time, effort, study. Some people went to school for this. We bought books. Those books aren't cheap. Everything we have, this is an investment. And just like an artist, it's just like, when I was first on the poetry scene and my other friends were on the poetry scene, and people would say, "Oh, come perform for the exposure." Can you do it for the love? Because you're going to get the exposure. That doesn't help artists. That doesn't help poets. That doesn't help musicians. What that's doing is giving you a hot event, and the artist goes home with nothing. The artist has to still pay their rent. And artists do it because they love the craft so much. And it's the same thing, artists, actors, poets, they have put their whole lives into this. And it makes me so emotional just to think about the actors that I know that will just do things for like $50 because they just love it so much, and they're just waiting for that one person to see them that can quote unquote change their life, right? So as somebody who also puts on shows, I may not be able to, although I do pay people a lot. In the beginning, I didn't pay people as much as I wanted to, but I definitely paid them for their work, right? I would never ask any artist to do anything for free because it also builds resentment. So none of us right now are like super, super wealthy, right? So no artist right now, at least in my circle, is getting like big, big, big money what they're worth, right? But you need to pay people something. Give them, so I live in New York, give them a Metro card, buy them a meal, like do something. Along with that is this, what's really a consultation hidden as a conversation. Oh, I just want to hang out with you and ask you some questions about X, Y, and Z under the guise of friendship, right? And so then what happens is the healer is actually depleted because that's work. That's work. Sitting down and having a 3-4 hour conversation, a one-way conversation, me imparting my knowledge and then you taking it all and then going home, that's work. And it's not okay. So, and I'm sure it's not intentional. So also I just want to say, like, just think about the interactions. Think about the energy of the interactions that you're asking people to enter into with you. Okay? If you're going to take a healer out for a quote unquote conversation, which low key is a consultation, because if it's not reciprocal, it's a consultation, at least buy their meal, do something. You know, we have to get out of this lack mentality. We have to grow from this lack mentality where you know, so if you didn't know, now you know, like songs say, if you don't know, now you know, right? I'm telling you how I feel as a healer when it happens to me. I'm telling you what other healers have said to me. You know, I have conversations with healers all the time that are like, nobody calls them for months. Nobody calls them just to check on them for months. I know so many healers that are completely isolated because nobody calls them, nobody thinks about them until they need something. Then it's, oh, I want to have a conversation. Not good. Check on your healers. Check on your healers. They're people too. Okay? So, I think that's it. Oh, Julie McDonald, you said say it. Yo, it's only like 7 o'clock here. I woke up, I was like, you know what? I haven't done a live in a while. I just got to speak on this. Because, especially as a healer of color, if you look at, so I had a new client Friday that I did a reading for. And now this is cool. Like, what I liked about her was she interviewed me. So I wasn't offended. I wasn't shaded at all. I was like, yes, girl, call me, grill me. She was so funny. The first thing out of her mouth, she was like, what are your credentials? She was like, so basically, how do you know what you know? And what do you do? And what are your modalities? So we had a long conversation. We probably talked for like 45 minutes to an hour. But I wasn't mad because you know what? She was interviewing me. The same way that now I need a new editor, I'm going to have to go out and actually interview people and have conversations before I put my money on the table, right? That's different. People calling me to find out, and so my Reiki master did that with me when I wanted to understand Reiki, and I didn't even ask him. When I wanted to understand Reiki, he was like, you need to know about it before you basically put your money on the table. That was his choice. So he told me about himself. He told me about the practice. And I was like, super cool. That's different than not calling your healers for months just to say hey, or even just to send them a text that says, hey bitch, how you doing? You still breathing? You still alive? And then you call them about questions about the tarot, or you low key are trying to get a free reading out of them. Like, stop trying to manipulate people because you know we're good people and because you know we love people and we're here for people. Stop manipulating your healers and your energy workers. Again, it shows a lack mentality on your part. It's disrespectful to the healer and it's not good karma. Okay? Stop doing that. Just stop. Today, it's Monday. It's a brand new week. Just stop. Don't do it no more. Just stop. I guess that's it. This healer has to go wash her damn clothes. Stay real. Yeah, I know. I need to get up and go take a shower too because I'm in Colorado to do a training, but I don't have to train today. They took me off the agenda for today, so all I have to do is watch and participate. Julie, thank you so much for hopping on. I appreciate you. Hopefully I'm going to do another live reading tonight for the full moon. I think that'll be cute and exciting. Yeah, and I do free shit all the time. Like, I got free readings that I do on YouTube. Like, take advantage of that free stuff. Don't call and ask for free stuff and discounts that I do at my actual house. I live in New York City. I got to pay rent just like you. Like, come on, y'all. Let's just do right. Let's just do right. Let's be a real community. If we're going to be a beloved community, let's be a real community. Let's not just be a community when it's convenient. Let's not do that anymore, okay? So that's it. That's all I got to say. I had to get up and take a shower. And oh, Lorianne, you're on. Lorianne, am I going to see you this weekend? I'm still planning to come to your house, sister. You're up. Oh, I guess it's not early. It's only early on this coast. Hey, Sadeo. I hope I pronounced your name right. Oh, good. Okay. Yes, we're on. Phenomenal. And then I would say before I hop off too, I would say for new healers or maybe even healers who struggle with this, we have to set our boundaries and we have to know our worth and we have to stand up for our worth. And we have to balance our love and our concern for people with what's right for ourselves. Like I said, I've been doing this for over 20 years and it's taken me a long time to get to this point. Like, I just last weekend set up my online scheduler to take deposits. I haven't even been taking deposits from people. And I set it up to take deposits and to do cancellation, like with 24-hour cancellation fees. I'm like, Massage Envy does it. Like, I have literally had people not show up for Reiki treatments. And then they're like, oh, I forgot. Or showing up late. Like, people just don't. I really think it's because we do things from home. And so people think it's a hobby. This is not my hobby. This is my job. Okay? So healers, so like I said, I've struggled with my pricing. I had a long-time healer tell me I'm not charging enough. And I'm like, whatever, it's fine. I'm mostly doing artists and people of color. So I want to make it reasonable for them. So I'm never going to like have crazy rates. Like, I'm never going to do that. But again, I know healers struggle with this because people reach out to me all the time and ask me how much they should charge and this and that, right? And artists too. But we've just got to know our worth. And so meditate on it, pray on it. That's what I did. Meditate on it, pray on it, and move from there about how to move forward as a healer. Because the thing about it is, if you don't value your gift, you're going to keep attracting people who don't value your work, And this is a lesson that it took me a long time to learn it. It took me such a long time to learn that. And it's usually not just in one aspect of life. It's usually in all aspects. For people who come from a certain history, if they've had trauma or whatever in their lives, it's sometimes it's challenging to figure out what your worth is, And then there's all these doctrines too, where healers think that they should be, people, there could be past life oaths that people have taken, oaths of poverty, ideas that people have that if you do a certain work, then you should be poor because you're doing it for the love of community. But it's time out for that, because you can't help nobody if you hungry, if you're stressed out. You cannot be a clear channel if you're so worried about your own, what's the word, survival, because you're fearful. So you can't be a clear channel if you're based in fear and in survival mode. And then there's something else I want to say. So you also, as a healer, you're not going to lead, and I say this even in domestic violence work because I feel like it's just across the board with any advocate or any whatever. If you're feeling powerless in your own life, you're not going to lead anybody to freedom. You're just not. You might be able to take them further than where they want to go, but if you as a healer are not in a place of abundance yourself, or you're not feeling, or you're feeling resentful, because it can also cause resentment, because if somebody asks you for a discount, you don't want to do it, but you do it anyway because you want to be liked, whatever. That's a whole nother issue, right? People pleasing, etc. How clear of a channel are you really going to be? Specifically if you're doing readings and energy work, not so much Reiki, but other energy work. So healers, get right with yourself. Set your boundaries. So what I've come to the conclusion the past 3 months or so, and I really haven't been on social media, really. I really haven't been on Facebook that much, because I really have been processing a lot of these things and dealing with just a lot of crap. And what I realized is the issues that I have come into have been because when I have not set clear intention, when I have not been clear about my expectations, and when I've had flip-floppy boundaries. Every single issue in my life that I've ever had, whether it's with work or spiritual work or artistic productions, has been because I have gone into it myself as a healer or as an artist with an energy of lack, with an energy of I'm not good enough as whatever I'm providing, with an energy of I'm just grateful to be at the table. Oh, I'm so grateful to be here. Oh, I'm so grateful for this partnership. Oh, and gratitude is important, but when when you're grateful because you don't see your own talent, you don't see what you're bringing, people can smell that, man. This is what I'm learning. People are so manipulative, and they can smell when you do not have self-worth. They can sense it like dogs, and you will not get paid what you're worth. You will not have the right people in your circle. You will have people in your circle that are also have a lack mentality and are based in survival. So it's really important for us, especially with this new moon. You can also think about using the energy of the full moon tonight, I should say. If you want to do some kind of ritual, do a ritual on worthiness. Go get a piece of pyrite and do some work with pyrite around ownership and abundance and worthiness. Do some work with your solar plexus. We're still a little bit in the shadow of Mercury retrograde, but Mercury is direct now. Mars is direct today. We should start to be feeling a lightening. I know I've been feeling a lightening energetically. This should continue, the more we get into September. So for the next 30 days, do some work on your solar plexus and really begin to question your worthiness and where you first got the beliefs that you weren't worthy. Again, you can also use this full moon in Pisces. Again, as I said in the beginning of this video, Pisces is about what's underneath, what lurks underneath. What are the mysteries? What are the things that are still lurking in your energy field that are telling you that you're not worthy? Right? Root that out. pull those things out, inspect those things for the next 30 days or so, because not only is it full moon in Pisces, right? But we're in Virgo season. We know Virgo is about order, direction, a cleaning of the house, so to speak. Now, Virgo's funny because you got one side of Virgo where it's like extreme order, cleanliness, direct, and then you got them other Virgos that are just off the the house is a mess, the finance, So Virgo, really, like any sign, can go either way. But let's go to the higher aspects of Virgo, the humanitarian aspects of Virgo, the intelligence of Virgo, right? Let's use this Virgo season to clean our house so that when we step into Libra, my season, you can step in like a Libra. You can step in your beauty. You can step in feeling good. You can step in as a peacemaker. You can step in as the good side of Libra, the strong side of Libra, right? Not the, I don't know if they really like me side of Libra, right? So we want to just begin to set ourselves up in a strong way, right? We want to utilize anyway, I'm going too far. It's too early. I got stuff to do. I'll talk about this tonight. I could just go on and on. I already see where this is going. So I'm hopping off. Have a great day. And I think I'll see y'all tonight because I'm probably going to do a full moon in Pisces and Virgo season reading. That's going to be super exciting. Bye, Cynthia. Cynthia, I haven't seen you in 100 years. I hope you're great. Richard, are you in Springfield already? I just left Connecticut Saturday. I'll see you too, Lori, and I'll see you this weekend. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to hang out. All right, y'all. Love y'all. See you tonight.